That's interesting. All right, let's see about this. All right, I think we're going live. Now. That's interesting. There we go. Yeah. Well, it's time for love morning, time for love morning, time for love morning. Time for love morning, time for love morning, time for love morning. It's time to say hello. It's time to share what we're grateful for. It's time to have a song in our heart. Why do I always want to rhyme that with fart? Cause it's so easy and so fun. Sharing gratitude with everyone. Good morning. Welcome to Love Morning. This is a daily practice. Every day 9 a.m., give or take. A chance for me to remind myself to be the version of myself that I want to be today, and to encourage you to inspire one another to be love ambassadors in the world, to be agents of connection and kindness and presence, authenticity, to look for the opportunities for our growth edges, and to support, encourage others as they are demonstrating courageousness in their growth. I keep having the opportunity to share this thought that came up a month or so ago in a integration circle I was in, where a woman shared, she said, you can't be fearless. It's impossible. But you can be courageous. And I really love that idea of you can't be free from fear. I heard it when I needed to hear it, because I was starting to feel like, even though I was doing all this work, I was still like getting insecure, getting scared of a situation. And I was like, man, why am I still scared? I'm like, oh, it's not about never being scared. It's about going, oh, I feel this way. I'm going to do the thing. I'm going to say the words I'm afraid of saying. I'm going to take the action. I'm going to walk into the room. I'm going to leave the job, whatever. Of course it's scary. You can't be fearless. You can be courageous. So, good morning. We are live right now on Facebook and YouTube. If you're here, would love to hear your hellos. Say something in a comment. Share something you're grateful for. Or share where you are physically. That's always nice to hear where people are around this beautiful world. You know, I think I need to get a new way to do this broadcast, because I don't think I'm streaming very smoothly. I think it's coming through jaggy, and I don't like that. Good morning, Gerbot. Here I am. I'm criticizing. I have my very own television studio in my house where I can broadcast to the entire world for free, and I'm like, it's not good enough. I remember when I first discovered the internet, I was my first thought was, oh shit, we can all have our own TV stations. And that was back when people were on like 13.3 modems or 2800 modems. Anyone here remember having to dial in to the internet through your phone? If you've only had broadband, you don't know what the world used to be like. I was a web designer, and we would have to make all of our pictures like 30 by 60, like little thumb stamps, because it was considered rude to put a big photo on your page and make people wait as it downloaded for a single image to download on their page. Oh, cool. Gerbot and Danny G are both saying it looks good on YouTube. Well then, screw you, Facebook people. I didn't mean that. I did not mean that. Maybe it's just my computer. Good morning, Danny. And good morning, Gerbot. And if there's anyone else here, hello to you. It is Monday morning. How exciting. I am grateful for so much. Gerbot had a 33K modem. Yeah. I used to connect through AOL. They would give you those free CDs, and you go had that crazy sound. Yeah, Carolyn's saying I still remember the AOL whir bing bong sound. Yep. Good morning, Carolyn. Good to see you. You know what? I just was telling someone about Love Morning, and I remember it used to start with me saying I love you to everyone that popped in. So you can let me know if it makes you uncomfortable, but I will say I think I would like to start reminding myself to do that again, because that's what this began as an opportunity to connect and say, I love you, Carolyn. Good morning. I love you, Gerbot. I love you, Danny. And we got a delay on the audio and video. Okay, well, that's good to know. It's actually, Danny, it's not really delay. I'm actually practicing for a kung fu movie that I'm making, and I want to see if I can make my mouth and words not line up. Hey, what are you doing? Oh! Sorry, that was poorly done. I used to have a pretty good skit where I would do that. That was inspired by the guy from Police Academy. Bill says, good morning, my Hug Warrior family. Trying not to let negativity bring me down this morning. It's all over the place. Well, I love you, Bill. And will you be open to an offer or suggestion? And I'll invite everyone into here. That right now, in this space, let's give ourselves permission for just this to exist. Let go of all the to-do lists that you've got ahead of you, all the past. In this moment, let's just be absolutely present and allow and receive and just trust that whatever we feel and hear and learn and are inspired by or called to say or hear, that's what we need in this moment. It doesn't have to have any connection to future or past. So whatever negativity, whatever darkness, whatever injustice, whatever, that in this moment, there's just this moment. And in this moment that we're sharing, it's perfect. Nothing is undone. I'm so grateful to share this moment with you. What a treat. So good morning. Welcome to Love Morning. What am I grateful for? I am grateful for... I had a Burning Man camp meeting yesterday. Pink Heart had our meeting. Lots going on this year with shuffling around of camps, and a lot of camps got a notification that they're kind of they're like on probation. They have conditional approval that they need more interactivity, and we got a notice of that Pink Heart needed to add. We were not doing enough. Basically, we weren't interactive enough, and I got to tell you, that did not make me happy to hear. I even had some anger and some bitterness. And then I calmed down, and if you didn't know, I've stepped down from Pink Heart leadership, so I'm no longer in charge or being a liaison with the org. I am just a member of a camp, and so I'm super grateful for the people in my camp that are taking on the leadership and making it do a lot of work, a lot of hard decisions, a lot of time, and so I'm so grateful for the leadership team of Pink Heart. And so I felt like Burning Man placement did not quite understand what Pink Heart offers. If they thought we needed to be more interactive and do more games or more, I'm like, I don't think so. I wrote a letter, and I recorded a video, and I sent it to placement trying to explain what I thought that maybe they need to expand their idea of what interactivity should be. And it was not received with the gratitude that I'd hoped. I was given the message that placement told my camp leads to tell me to stop messaging them, that to go through official channels. Because I just messaged them. I say, hey, I'm not a part of Pink Heart leadership. I'm just messaging you as a 25-year burner who I feel like has a lot of familiarity with the city, and I think that you have I understand what you're trying to do, but I think you've got a narrow vision. Would you like to explain what I'm talking about? Initially, I did not want to make it public because I didn't want anyone to get on placement's case, or I didn't want to start a stir, but since my message was kind of taken without no one hearing, and I do like to be heard, I think I will share if anyone would like to hear. Gurbot is grateful to be here now. Amen, Ram Dass. So what the point that I made in my message to placement was that for many people, interactivity is confronting. You know, if I'm walking by a camp and they say, "Hey, come play this game," you know, I'm usually going to keep walking. Like it gives me anxiety to be asked, put on the spot, or asked to perform or do something, and so we don't have people saying, "Come drink, come do this," but we do. Pink Heart is designed from every detail, the way it's lit, the colors, the placement of things. Initially, our being on the Esplanade, we're intended to be something that visually invites you in a soothing way, so that you can make yourself at home and slowly get your grounding, and then connect with people and participate at a pace that is not so frenetic at the rest of the burn. No blinky lights, soothing, soft, easy, safe, comfortable. And so to think that we've been trying to brainstorm, like, what can we do to add, you know, this and that to make it more what they want. And Jessie, a woman in our camp at the meeting yesterday, she says, look, like, I don't think people understand, or placement understands, what we offer and how important it is. Like, Burning Man is intense. And if it's too much, where do you go? You could go to Zendo, but Zendo is really, if you're broken, like, if you go to Zendo, like, I've been to Zendo and I'm embarrassed. That meant I couldn't handle it, and I needed one level below medical help, you know, or maybe even medical help, but like I lost my shit. But where do you go if you just, it's too much, you need to just chill and have water and Pink Heart. Like, people know that that's where you can go. People, it's a service. And I think that to say that we need to add interactivity to that is, it's like adding like a quiz show to getting medical help. Like, no, that doesn't make any sense. So we are trying to figure out how we can add interactivity without losing the soul of Pink Heart that makes it magic. And it's been a good exercise, and it's really been a good way of you know, the experiment of the 10 principles in Black Rock City is so fun. And I've been enjoying listening to people's perspectives and learning that I was wrong about something. So like we have a water bar, and I said, hey, well, what if we, instead of just serving water, what if we, because the theme this year is Animalia, so what if we say, to get a drink of water, we ask you to make an animal sound, and then we say, oh, perfect, a giraffe, we have giraffe water, perfect for you, especially for giraffes. Oh, elephant, we have elephant specialized water, something like that. And then someone in the camp was like, that sucks. Like, we don't want this to be transactional. We don't want people to have to earn their water. We just want to give, and people feel like if they are parched, if they are tripping, if they should just be welcomed in. And so we're trying to find that balance of whimsy and fun and shenanigans with heart connecting service. If you're not familiar with Burning Man, with the Pink Heart mission, it's the idea that we are a lighthouse for body, mind, spirit, and that we are modeled after, or the parallel to, Red Cross. Like, the Red Cross is where you get humanitarian aid, and Pink Heart is where you get spiritual heart aid. So the pink heart is supposed to be a symbol to be like, safety. Good morning, Jennifer. I love you, Jennifer. And Emily, good morning. I love you. Sander, good morning. Love you. Guten Morgen. Pink heart equals water. Interesting when you said pH. I'm like, oh, and it's pH balanced as well. Emily saying, your accountability and desire to grow is alluring and inspiring. Thank you. I find it to be that lights me up to seek growth and to do so publicly. I was asked what my why is, and while I couldn't answer it very clearly, I said that I feel in my purpose when I am role modeling connection, kindness, growth, authenticity, and love, and inspiring others to do so. And so my dharma is about living an examined life publicly. So thank you. Safety, belonging, connection, says Emily. Yes, yes. I mean, we have whimsy and sexiness too, but it's the core of Pink Heart is safety, belonging, and connection. Alex, I love you, Alex. Good morning. Hello to you in Tahoe. Hello, Christopher. I love you. Good morning. Christopher says, I am grateful Pink Heart was there after a long, hot bike ride across the other side of the city. I just sat and drank water, and by happenstance, my friend Kimberly was chilling there too. Magic. Sanders says, advocate simple humanity. Advocate simple humanity. I like that. It's one of those things that's simple, not easy. You'd think it'd be simpler. Good morning, Brent. Good to see you. I love you. Happy Monday. Anyone else got any gratitude they want to share? Gerbot asking, is Pink Heart still doing ice cream? Isn't that interactive? Yes, but we only do that 3 days for a window, and I think that they wanted to have more activities on a daily basis. And even though we're open 24/7, that's considered passive interactivity. Even though a water bar, to me, is like, why is a water bar less interactive than a booze bar? Again, I haven't been in all these conversations. I'm just trying to deal with my frustration. Okay. We're changing the way we do ice cream because it's so much work to do the ice cream that we're going to do ice cream on one day this year, and then we're going to have like interactive ice cream to try to be better at this. Instead of having big ice cream parties, we're going to like surprise people with ice cream that are in our space. Bill says the water bar and waking up, meeting you, setting up was one of the many magical moments of the burn, of your first burn. Oh. Carolyn sharing, we buried my kiddo's dad yesterday. He died suddenly of a heart attack at 52 after a run. My 9 and 11-year-old will go with me everywhere now. The temple hopefully helps them. Hug them if you see them. 52. I just turned 52 last weekend. Wow. My heart is with you and your children, Carolyn. I hope I get a chance to hug you and your kids. This shirt, somewhat new. It says Love Ambassador on the back. This is a prototype. I switched it. Now it says Love Ambassador on the front, and I talk to strangers on the back. Thank you. I have not redesigned the Sexy Silly Sacred shirts. The way the original shirts, the font was too thin, and the ones that I've had for a year look terrible. So I don't. Thank you for the reminder, though. I need to redesign the Sexy Silly Sacred. Thank you, Emily. Any more gratitudes today? Cliff! Rock on, Cliff. Cliff is grateful for 88 days of sobriety. Fuck yes, brother. I love you. Welcome to this day. All right, what do I got? I'm going to check my sobriety calendar. 104. Oh, that's not focusing. That's all right. 104. Good for us, Cliff. You know, I got to say, good things are happening faster than I expected. And to give myself credit, I have not just been not doing intoxicants. I've also been in therapy, doing breath work, meditating, reading, devouring podcasts and videos, and really, how many therapists have I seen in the last 3 months? Or healers? 7? So, but really the stopping intoxicants was the impetus for everything, and then realizing why do I enjoy the intoxication so much? And that investigation is what led to some really powerful healing. Hey, Chris. Good morning. Good to see you. I love you, Chris. What would your shirt say? Speak your truth. No. Speak your truth out loud. Something like that. Sanders sharing that you feel that at Pink Heart. You can safely connect and belong. I'm really proud of that vibe. You know, there are camps that have far bigger budgets, far more impressive structures, and but I think that with what we create, and what I think that we've proven, is that creating a container can be done with, you know, intention, hard work and intention, and then you fill the space with love, and you make that your core. It's kind of like what businesses do, you know, like, hey, what are our core values, and then let our products demonstrate that. And Pink Heart we try to do that as well. It's like, let's really be a family. Let's treat people and each other in a way, and then make that our mission to make people feel they belong and that they're loved. Carolyn saying they are doing a kids camp at Element 11, so you should stop by and maybe do a love morning there. I love that idea. My kids have watched you nearly their whole lives, and it would be so cool to see you with a group of tiny people, maybe a tiny pink ride. Ooh, that's a great idea. I hadn't even thought about that. Yeah, I should be able to bring my bike, a pink bike. Yeah, that sounds awesome. I got to start thinking about Element 11. I'm not going to Utopia this weekend. Instead, I am going to go to a men's group outing that when Utopia rescheduled. It's on the same weekend that I would have a catamaran trip to Catalina, Cata, and so I'm gonna have some men's bonding time this weekend. But that means the next burner event I have is Element 11. So yes, I am planning on going to Utah. Good morning, Kimberly. I love you. Although I should say, when I say I'm planning on going to Element 11, that I am living the Lion Tracker's life right now, and I am following the signs. So I am headed in the direction of Element 11, but that doesn't mean that I will arrive there. I'm following the track to my highest growth, and it has been super powerful for me the last month especially. So I'm my obligations, and I'm trying to even tell people, like when I went to this retreat, and I got signed up for something on the last day to help with the meal, and I said, I plan to be there, but I cannot guarantee I will be there. I was there, but I just I plan to be at Element 11, but I cannot guarantee. which is true always in life, right? It's just that I'm kind of owning it. Let's see. Bill says, last year being my first burn, I totally understand in my heart why you all call it home. I've literally missed it every day. I've been back to the default. You know, and I know that your default has some real challenges that make it hard to really shine your playa dusty self in it. And that makes it tough. And I also know that you said that you might not be able to return this year, and that makes it tough too. One of the things that I often tell people when you feel decompression, you feel that longing and that pain of leaving Burning Man or a 10 Principle event, is that after, from my history, like, I know that there's always a burn right around the corner. And so there's always time to prepare, always time to build, to make costumes, to reach out to artists. There's always so much to do. So the more you participate, the more you know it's coming up. It's in the rearview mirror, and it's ahead of you always. I find that comforting. Oops. North Carolina. I've never been to Oh wait, have I been to North Carolina? Actually, I think I visited you, and I think I visited the University of North Carolina when I was looking at colleges when I was like 18 or something. Well, let's share a little bit more gratitude if you've got any, and then we will go on into our days and be love ambassadors, trying to find opportunities to connect, to say good morning and hello, find ways that we can be kind. Oh, did I mention? I also had a really beautiful first Saturdays this weekend. We had a good group of volunteers and not a huge crowd, but it made it so that the people that did show up to be patrons, they got tons of stuff and all the pizza they could eat. And Brian, who is one of our big helpers, he got bagels donated and bought cream cheese. So they had cream cheese and bagels, and we had tons of pizza and care packs, which were loaded down with goodies, and new socks and toiletries. And then we had a lot of clothes, including, man, this guy, Will, that joins us. He like goes shopping and fills his truck with stuff. It makes me teary thinking about it. Like brings new shit, or goes to thrift stores and buys like all the sweat, like hoodies and backpacks and good stuff. And so the people that showed up, they got loaded down, and it was just a really good vibe. And I feel good when the volunteers have a good time and our patrons have a good time, and it's like not too crazy hectic. Like, it's nice when we serve a lot of people, but it's really rewarding when we get a chance to chill and talk with people. That's the best. I tell people, like, look, that pizza slice is going to be gone tomorrow, but if you connect with someone, that stays with you for a very long time. Jennifer is, every day I'm so grateful for God's love and his gift of my son. Well, I am grateful to share this morning with you. Thanks, everyone. Whether you are on YouTube or Facebook or the Amazon delivery guy that just walked in front of the window, thank you for sharing this day with me. Wherever you are, let's give yourself a big hug. And as you feel this body, you feel this embrace, let it be my arms and the arms of all those around us in this moment of intention holding us. And feel yourself squeezing me and us in this, sinking into this oneness as we recognize that we're so much more alike than we are different. The world would rather hug you than hurt you. And let's take a deep breath in and feel ourselves sink into that oneness. And squeeze. On behalf of Grandpa Caleb and all of you, thanks for being here for this love morning. We're here every day at 9 a.m. And then there's gratitude circles at noon and 6 in Zoom. And you can find all those links and my links at johnston.com. JOHN STYN. Hey, Jim is here. I love you, Jim. Thank you, Emily. Keep shining your light. Bye, everyone. Bye, Gerbot. Bye, Chris. Oops.